music. I can't help it. Let me check this out here. Let's see if I can do something. Um, Hi everybody. Hi, hi, hi. How is everybody this evening? I am sharing 1 second. 1 second. How is everybody this evening? Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Tomorrow's Friday. That's right. Awesome Friday. So you can go on the weekend, right? Sam's sitting in front of a fire in Ohio right now. So that's exciting. Oh, that's not my way to put that on. I don't know how I want to do that yet. Okay. Hold on, Lisa. Chill. Hold the phone. The mic sounds weird. Of course it does. Let me try switching something to something else. Audio input. Help, hopefully. All of my good equipment is in New Mexico. You know, that makes it difficult for, yeah, everything else. Oh. And we are hanging in there. How is, I was wondering how the baby is. Diana, how's the baby? All fixed? I can hear you. Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hi, everybody. Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life, sitting here all by myself. I don't do well by myself. I mean, I do. I like quiet, but there's Sam and I, when we're apart, it's hard. Saw the adjuster today, either major loss or total loss. Didn't like the kitchen cabinets anyways, right? Good reason for new cabinets. Mr. Fry is in Ohio, and I am enjoying our grandchild through videos. It's okay. We'll be home. He's doing pretty good, but his cough is awful. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He made it to Ohio. I didn't, and it's so funny because we were driving this way, and I'm like, I'm not making it to Ohio. I don't know what's going on. I ain't gonna make it to Ohio this time. This is the second time around I haven't been to Ohio, but that's okay. In a couple weeks, I'll be home. Mr. Fry had the delivery of 2 new goats today, which he was like, okay, but they're taking down weeds like gangbusters, so that's good. So we're going to do mediumship this evening. We're going to do mediumship. We're going to do whatever comes up. If I'm reading for somebody and I get a specific piece of information that comes across, then we'll go ahead and just pass whatever comes across. I'm going to go ahead and share out. And he put the goats, he heard coyotes, so he put the goats in the barn. He's like, yeah, I don't think we're leaving the goats out. We're not going to leave the goats outside. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. Okay, so let me share out just a hot second here. We have a lot of things coming up. We have, what do we have going on? I've actually made events. There's events in My Mystical Life. So you guys can go, there's an event for the 13th. There's events. There's multiple events. Why is it only showing me 2? Oh, because they're in our mystical crystals. I need to save My Mystical Life. Okay. Clearance sale this upcoming week. The whole week is going to be clearance sale on crystals. All next week. So you don't know if I'm on. There's probably morning time. I'm not going to do crystal sales, but anytime. It doesn't have a share option for me today, which is weird. I don't know. That's weird. That is weird. If you're on like a group, we had to change a lot of our groups to private, so they might not have a share option. But if you're on My Mystical Life directly, you should have a share option. We had so many trolls popping in and they were messaging the people in the groups, and we didn't. That's not what we do. That's not good vibration. So we had to change our groups to private, but the page is still good. Okay. I'm looking for things to share out on. That's what I'm doing. So Sam's having a great time in Ohio. He's been working really hard. Scratch that. You went out and came back in. It's there now. Weird, right? Weird. Okay. Let's see how many trolls we can get today. Okay. So let's move forward. Today is going to be an evening of reading. We're just going to go ahead and start. The comments are freezing on your end. Hi, Coda Nielsen. Facebook is weird. Oh, yeah, whatever, right? Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So if you were to ask me what I have gotten done while Sam's been gone, squat. I've done squat. I have sat and watched television more than I probably did. Well, I did it about, a month ago because I wasn't feeling really well. And that's what I've been doing. Is there another retrograde or something? There's solar flares going on. I didn't see Aaron. Hi, Aaron. I love the idea about the Matrix trilogy coming out and you doing that in the membership, Aaron, before the actual new Matrix movie comes out. I think that's a great idea. I've been hibernating. I'm outing myself here, you guys. I've been hibernating, kind of bitchy. Don't want to talk to people. It's because Sam and I, he's in Ohio. I'm here again. Not getting to see the spawnling, the little fryling, right? I don't get to see the little fryling, but through video. You know how hard that is for a new grandparent? It's hard. Kind of been that way yourself. I get it, right? We're just gonna say same there. You're being a hermit. It does happen, and we have it happen a lot on spiritual journeys because we go, oh, I don't want to put up with people today. I don't need that. I don't need your juju. And it's a thing. It's okay though, right? Because that's what we do. That's what we do. We expand and we contract. We expand and we contract. That's all that this whole life is. An expansion of knowledge, taking that in, thinking about it, and going back out and doing it again. You just want to protect your energy more. Some days I hate us humans. It's just, it's been a horrible week. We're going to have some fun this evening though, right? When I was in California, I missed my grandson so much, but he was just not the same. I was watching him run up and down hills with Sam today, and I'm like, He was not fun to the goats. He didn't like the goats. When Grandma gets there, we're going to be out there with those horses, playing in the barn, and we show them how to pick a stall the correct way, the way Grandma likes it done. Meat suits are heavy. You know, there's a wrong way to clean a stall. Any other way than my way is the wrong way to clean a stall. I'm real super flexible on your spiritual journey, but if you're going to come over and help me clean stalls, there's a right way to do this. You had cancer surgery today. Well, we are going to do our best to help raise that energy for you, Anne Marie. Absolutely. I hope you did wonderful through your surgery. I had one kindergarten class. Oh my God, we can't keep our hands to ourselves and not hurt our friends. Aw. Okay. So let's start off first by me not yelling at the dog that is barking in the backyard. I'll just let him do his little dog thing out there because he's adorable, right? Isn't he adorable? Don Marie Hickney, welcome. You're new. I know I've not seen that name, I don't believe. Donna Marie, everybody throw Donna Marie a welcome. You will clean and clean. You're super good at it. I'm super picky. Are you, Donna or Diana, are you super picky about your stall cleaning? Like, no. Don't leave an apple in there. Do not leave it. You never know. They might multiply. Shara Chesley, welcome. Okay, we are fun people, damn it. Okay, let's move on. Let's do this. Let's start with a card and see where we go from there. Yes, super picky. And I have to have like a good apple pick. I have to have a good apple pick. New people, you have no idea what you just signed up for. Okay. We have a lot of fun. Lori Pullman, welcome. But you never know what we might be talking about. Bat poop. That was an interesting morning. You never know what we're talking about. But we are doing mediumship this evening, and we are going to be talking first about resourcefulness, right? Lana, welcome. Welcome to you. Welcome to me. Hi, Kimberly Hudson. Okay. If you're new, you guys don't lurk in the corners. Give a shout out so we know you're here. Okay. Give it Celeste Ledesma. Give a shout out because that's what we do, right? This group of people is all about helping other people and creating community and chit-chatting and having a good time. We'll talk in this feed like nobody's business. I mean, we would just have a good time. So let's go talk about resourcefulness. And this is so, my husband chastised me for this today. I try to be really down to earth with you guys. I really do. Like, I like to have my head in the clouds and have my communication and work with my guides and have, hi, Brenda, you've been on my mind, and have that communication that goes spiritually, right? And I said to him today, so I'm just telling you, I said to him today, I said, I feel like I'm boring. I feel like I don't have enough to say. Like I don't have enough of a spark. And I just feel like, I feel like I've like run into a wall. And my husband went, because he's wonderful, right? Because he's wonderful. And he said, get over yourself. It's not about what you have to say. It's about spirit. And I went, oh shit, I should have had a V8. That's right. And he's totally correct, right? Because our conversations might start with a card, but they go wherever spirit takes us. So but that was part of me being blue. I've had a blue week, and it was hard for me to get off the couch this evening, to get on here. And I thought, oh my gosh, Lisa, when you get on here, you are going to feel so much better. You're going to go to bed tonight laughing at something we said over here on the side, right? That's what we're going to do. And my guides are over here actually giving me a little bit of a shit session. So, and that's okay. That's okay, because they're like, Lisa outs herself all the time. And that's all right, because I think it is so important for people to see that this is not a easy thing. Sometimes we go through the ups and downs that everybody else goes down with. We go down that path and but we get the extras with it. Sometimes we get that emotional blow that goes with it. We feel other people's pain. We worry about other people that we've seen in our feed. We worry about Phaedra that lost everything in the hurricane. We know that people have had cancer surgery, and we take that in and we have to go, okay, it's time to make sure we're grounding and taking care of ourselves and our energy and being resourceful, working with our guides, making sure that we have good protection. See, I have no idea what we're ever going to talk about. And this is what we're talking about. No dildo needed. Oh, my Lord of mercy. I love you, Brenda. It is so funny. I don't even know why this is so funny, but I actually had I was thinking about a movie where but I can't even go into that online because it's like not PG-13, right? But it's a movie where they invite. Forget about it. I'm moving on. Let's talk about that resourcefulness. I want you all to take stock. You've been feeling it here, there too? Yeah. You're missing coffee chat. Marie's back at work. Take stock of your energy every once in a while. Sit there. If you're on the couch, cuddled up in a blanket. Sam's called me 4 times today, and I'm like, what do you want? I'm in a blanket. He's like, so not you. And I said, I know. But I hadn't taken stock of my energy. I hadn't taken stock of what is it that's bothering Amy. And I just had an aha moment, and I know what it is. I know what it is. It just hit me. And moving on. Yes, right? We have to move on. We have to let shit go because it's not ours all the time. And Sam and I's confession, our connection is really tight. So when we're apart, we both feel it. Like, you guys, if he's on his feet over there taking a picture of the sunset going, baby, I wish you were here. And I'm like, please stop. Because I wish I was there too. Okay. All right. So here's another one we're going to pull. Then we're going to move off into mediumship. Wow. This is a good card. Cards don't lie, do they? Cards don't lie. They pull it out and they go, there you go. There you go. I'll show you the card. I'm just taking a drink. It's water. My friend Calvin sadly passed away on the 1st of August in a motorcycle accident. I was wondering if he has any messages for me. Christopher Gray, if he ends up coming across, please hang out, because what I do is I start to bring across memories. I don't want to know any more information though, okay? Because I try to bring just very pure energy and pure messages across. But the second card that I pulled across, this is so funny because my guides are going like, shut up, Lisa. Just shut up. Are you done barking? It's not you. You may sit. No, don't come over here. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Please don't come over here. You got your mouth on me. Oh, and you smell like the backyard. Oh, man. God bless America. You know, there's so much slobber a girl can take in a day. You gotta stop. Okay. I am the cookie bitch. I am the dog cookie bitch. It's one of my many, many masks and many facades that I have in my life. And when Odin comes in and decides that he wants to love, look, you need to stop. I have a mosquito. I am in charge of the cookies. I gave them cookies before I started, but this is a really interesting card because it does talk about being authentic, right? But just so much drool. It does talk about being authentic. There's a lot of individuals that feel that they have to be the end all, do all, intuitive, psychic. I have to save the world. I don't want to save the world. You guys, isn't that horrible? I don't want to save the world. It's not my job. You know what my job is? My job is to come here on this earthly plane and move forward and do the things that I need to do. And that involves wearing a lot of different masks in our life. To live authentically, we have to be a lot of different things, don't we? We have to cover a lot of different bases. We have to be a mom and a wife and a business person. You have to learn how to work the web. You have to learn how to make Canva advertisements and work on Restream. And you have to learn how to do all these different things to make things go forward. You make your life go well, you vibrate high, it rolls off of you, and all of a sudden other people start to. That's the role. That's the change. That's the role I want to be. I want to be the person that helps lift other people's energy and create a wave. I don't want to be the change. I don't want to change the world. I want to change my energy. I want to be a positive influence to help other people raise their vibrations so they can make the change globally. Right? That card hit home. I'm not crying. You're not crying. We are. What are you, you guys? If you think you're saving, if you think you're the savior, if you think you're the savior of this planet, what does that make you? What does it make you? What can we call that? This isn't a one-person job. This isn't a one-person job. It was never intended to be a one-person job. What's the sense in having one person come to the planet and save it? What lesson is learned? I like that. That's really good, though, Diana. A fool. No, it's clair delusional, right? We're adding that to our clair repertoire. That's that clair delusional. We are just a ripple that creates bigger waves. That's all we are. And that's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? It's all I want to be. I just want to be somebody that someone says, oh gosh, you just, maybe gave me a smile. Out of all the things I've lost, I missed my mind the most. Absolutely. Oh, hypocrite as well. What are you on? Hello. Hey, Renee, Shalom. So Renee messaged me last night. Oh my God. Renee messaged me last night. I had a friend over last night. I had a friend over last night, And she had a really rough day. And I said, oh, let's try that Mexican restaurant. It's never open. It's never open. So we went to the Mexican restaurant, and Renee was like, are you okay? Are you out there? Are you all right? And I had the margaritas, kicked my butt. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, no, I can't talk right now. I did talk a little bit though. It was not something I was supposed to be doing. Okay, we're gonna move on to mediumship. Yes, Lisa may have texted last night. I really didn't. And for anybody out there that says you cannot be spiritual and have a margarita, well, it's a really good margarita. Okay, like I said, let's keep our feet on the ground. Let's be real. Okay, let's do mediumship. Give me a minute. I did chat a lot. Ooh, Abeluda, do not threaten me with a good time. You're still dealing with Lionsgate. I love it. Yeah, you got it. It's not a fast process, is it? We need a margarita every once in a while. Okay, let's do some mediumships. You think our guides need one or two? Oh my gosh, right? I don't know why that dog's barking outside. So I have a lady here. I have a woman, and we're going to start talking about memories. This is how this works, you guys. If everybody could share one time, that would be fabulous. I haven't had a good Rita in a while. These are sneakers. These are sneakers. Let's breathe. I need a breath. I had half of one, and I was like, okay, I have enough cells in my body, fluffy cells to cover this. But it really did. It kicked my butt. And there's a mosquito under here. He is enjoying me. He says, I'm sweet. Okay, let's move on. So I have a woman here. And we're going to talk about dancing at a wedding, dancing at a family function. I really kind of think it's a wedding. So I don't want to know any information, you guys. Yes, no's, I don't knows, okay? And there's going to come a point where I'm going to say, who's 100%? Who's 100%? Because the reason we're doing it this way, we're not going, she's 5'10", she died of this, she was that age, her name was this, blah, blah, blah. I want to bring in the images, the energies, the memories, right? That's what we're working with. You're making tamales. I like tamales. Okay, let's go back. Let's get back. Between the lines. Hitch. Right here, right? Okay. All right. I really feel like it was this. She's giving me the song "The Rose." I really feel like this is not great. No, it's not Great Aunt Gertie today. I really feel like this person did a slow dance with somebody that would be memorable. I feel like her dress was maybe a rosish to red color. It was between a light red rose color to like a paler rose color. I feel it was in that area. Okay. And she's giving me the song, The Rose, and that there's a slow dance involved here. She's giving me the slow dance. I really want to go out and reprimand that dog. One second. Okay. He's not listening to me. Okay, let's move on. There might have been something. He'll come in when he wants to. He's just a pain in the butt. There might have been something about a family heirloom ring that was reconstructed or handed down in the family. I feel like there was a ring that was passed from one person to a next. It wasn't at this particular incident. Right, Jazz? There's a ring. She keeps showing me a ring, a gold ring that meant something. That's all I know is she's showing me this ring that meant something. She's showing me slow dancing. And I really kind of think it's probably at a wedding because I hear the rose, slow dancing. She's slow dancing with somebody taller than her. I want to say that. My dogs are listening to yours barking. Isn't it great? She would have played something like tic-tac-toe. When I say that because she's showing me like connecting the dots, games that would have been in a book. They would have been in a paper book and she would have written it down. It could have been crosswords. It could have been Sudoku. It could have been connect the dots. It could have been anything like that. Because she's showing me, she killed time doing things like this. Why are we showing me whoever that is? For the love of all things holy, I think that's Betty Ford. Why are we showing me Betty Ford? I mean, I don't even really know what, there's that mosquito. I don't even really know what Betty Ford looks like, but I'm going to kill this mosquito. Hold, please. I'm all spiritual, but he keeps eating me. I can't have that. Okay. I don't know why she's showing me Betty Ford. I don't know if it has to do with an addiction. I know that the Betty Ford, there's a hospital for addiction with the Betty Ford. But she's showing me prim, proper. This image she's giving me a Betty Ford. Prim, proper, pearl or diamond earrings. Kind of like, and I'm also getting the Mommy Dearest kind of feeling, like Mommy Dearest. Okay, two different sides of the same individual. Who can give me 100%? No, we don't need any mosquitoes. I'm gonna have to beat that dog. I'm not going to, obviously, if you've seen our dogs. I held back on that, Erin. Thank you. Who can give me 100% on this woman? Anybody? So let me continue. Again, what, Brenda? Did I miss you? Can you describe the ring? She's just giving me a gold ring. It has a diamond in it, but it's not anything huge that I'm aware of. You can take 100%, Brenda. I also want to talk about a row of flowers. More greenery than flowers. It reminds me of something like sage, or it has small flowers on it rather than large flowers. And she's talking about garden rows or hedges or something along those lines. The dog is killing me. It's a woman's ring. On here, could have been a bug. It really seriously could have been a bug. Hi, everybody. Dog. So Brenda's in at 100%. So let's just, this is why we do it this way, so we can selectively hand somebody a person that they're going to have memories of an incident, and they can take it. So I want to talk, the message really resides, Brenda, right within that garden row that she's showing me. Excuse me. She's talking about weeding. What? Okay. She's using some things figuratively here, and she's talking about making sure that you're paying attention to the weeds in your garden. I understand the message. Thank you. Sometimes they come across with some really odd, let's figure out how we can get Lisa to be really super confused, but yet get the message. She's talking about little things, the little weeds, the little things that get into our gardens and they take root. And before you know it, they're this great big huge weed and you're used to it. I'm assuming she's talking about a person or a trait or a habit. You understand it? Okay, good, because it started small and it grew and it became larger, and it just is something that needs to be pulled. I mean, you don't need that in your life. She's like, come on. Almost like, you know better than this. Don't let little things like that grow into fester and be a larger situation. She's waiting for you to pull some weeds. That's what she's waiting for, and backing you in the decision to do so, and resources. I don't know what she means by resources on that, but that is exactly what she means. Gotcha. Yes, there you go. I'm glad you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to read that, but yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. Love you. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm yelling at my dog. He came in. Okay. So I'm going to leave her with you. And we're going to move on. I'm glad she come across. I hope it's what you needed to hear in this moment to help you maybe have an awareness of something going on. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm not doing that. So I have I have a guy here. I have a guy here. I have a gentleman, and he wants to come across as being pagan, and he wants to come across as being pagan. He wants to come across almost like Mountain Manny, like he was a person that loved the earth. I hope that helps, Brenda. It's somebody that had a different viewpoint. Now, when I say pagan, you guys, what I mean is this person wasn't dyed in the wool religious conformity. Okay. Yes, knows, I don't knows. I don't want to know names. I don't want to know anything about it. Just kind of sit back and listen until I give the who's in it 100%, because that we're just describing memories that this person's bringing across so that people will understand who he is. Okay. He's giving me this, he's kind of giggling, actually. Not giggling. Okay, giggling is not a manly thing for him to be doing at all. He's kind of smirking and laughing a little bit, and he's sitting back and he's watching individuals that are dressing up. He's very traditional. He when it comes to paganism, he's like the earth, the salt of the earth. He wants to be there to help facilitate the earth healing. He is probably a healer in some capacity, possibly working as a shamanic practitioner or something that works with the elements, but very definitely paganistic in belief systems, polytheistic, where he has many different beliefs of deities. And this person is sitting back and he's watching people that are almost like playing dress up and trying to be, I'm a pagan, and they're dancing around in polyester robes and stuff. And he's sitting back and he's watching this, and he's a little sad about it because he took what he did very, very seriously. He liked to sit by a fire in the evening and have that bonfire thing going on because it found it very, I understand. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. He was very much of a fire energy. He was very passionate, and he was just like, when he grabbed a hold of something, he just made it his. And he wasn't like a zealot or anything, but if he was passionate about taking care of something, it was done. He had follow through on things. I think when he was younger, he might have been a little bit of that dark, danky individual that was maybe gothy, or just wore darker clothing, low self-esteem when he was younger, and had to figure out who he was. Can anybody take this gentleman? Can anybody take this gentleman? Very respectful of nature. Very respectful of nature. He sounds cool. Okay, we don't have anybody yet. He sounds cool, right? Are we a no? He sounds like a good soul. He has a very wonderful vibration. I actually feel like this person might have passed away in a house fire. Where did Aaron Kilmer go? He comes in and out. He's like a ghost, in and out. I get a lot of fire around him. I get a lot of fire around him. I kind of feel like he might have passed away in some sort of fire as well. He had a lot of anxiety, though. He had this is just one of the things that I can pick up off of him. He had cold sores. He would get cold sores. When he would get super anxious, it was a physical representation of him. Aaron, you're killing me. A physical representation of him being nervous. This person had a cold sore every once in a while. Okay. You thought he could take this man? I don't know. Did you hear about this guy, Aaron? Were you listening? You know what? I almost wonder if this is somebody my father knows. So, Aaron, this is a gentleman that was very much a fire energy. He was very... Why are you apologizing? You're fine, man. He could have been a healer or somebody that worked shamanistically. He was just a very natural healing energy. As he grew older, he kind of matured quite a bit, but he had a lot of anxiety when he was younger. He might have had a cold sore here and there. But he also would sit back and watch people, and he'd be like, people are running around in polyester capes trying to be Wiccans. And it really kind of, as he grew older, it was very demeaning to what he actually felt paganism was about, which is really not exactly what we're going to call Wicca, you guys, because Wicca is a name for a version of paganism, right? But it was just his idea that the earth was sacred, and he was polytheistic and just this well-rounded individual, fire sign, very passionate about things. And when he, I feel like he might have passed in a fire. Okay. We just wanted to double check. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set him off to the side because he actually might be here from my father. My father's going to be online tomorrow night with me at 7 p.m. Central. And he is an elder in the pagan community, in the national pagan communities. So he's going to be on answering questions about paganism tomorrow evening. And we're just going to be chit-chatting because he is a whole lot of fun. And he just, I don't know, he has screen presence. I don't know what the hell, man. He's just is like, hi, how you doing? I'm Bill. And he's a lot of fun. So tomorrow night he's going to be on. He's a goofball. He's such a goofball. Okay, we're going to send him off to the side, and maybe Bill will know him, and I'll talk to him about it before we start our broadcast tomorrow. So I have a woman here. I have a woman, and her hands are beautiful. I don't know why that's the first thing she shows me is her hand is very graceful, and she taps on the shoulder. This would have been something she would have done. She would have walked up to people, excuse me, and would have tapped them on the why do you have a badge in Spanish? No habla. I don't know. But she would have tapped. She would have been very, very polite. She would, excuse me, because that's really kind of what she was doing. When I invited her into my, this person into my energy, she kind of reached in with a hand and tapped me on the shoulder. Excuse me. And she's just very light-handed, very soft. That dog's driving me nuts. I don't even, what? Okay. I don't even know here. I want to say that this person, yours are in Spanish too. It's not me. I haven't touched. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Me llama es Lisa. ¿Cómo se llama? Es en el libro en la biblioteca. That's all I got from 2 years of Spanish. It's a book in the library. Okay. I want to say this is odd, and don't shoot the messenger. I get a very much of a dancing, a very soft dance with her. A very soft dance. Hola. Uh, hi, Colleen. Um, almost, uh, you'll translate, you're fluent. Sorry, you guys. Um, I almost want to say belly dancing. I feel like this person might have taken a belly dancing class earlier in their life. They moved very gracefully. There was something about it, and it might not even be belly dancing. It might be some sort of I don't know what kind of dancing, but it's very, very soft. It's not like she's out doing the tango or anything like that. You know, it's a very soft movement and dancing, almost like what you would consider what do they call that? That's called interpretive. Is there another mosquito? Because I am not cool with that. Interpretive dance kind of thing. Uh, she's just a very soft individual. She was very, very thin. Um, and pale. Her skin was very pale, and I think that was important to her. And the reason I say that is because the hand that come through to touch on my shoulder was very delicate and almost translucent pale. All right, look. Almost translucent. Hi, Jennifer. So let's see what else we can get from her. She might have wore scarves. I see scarves on her. I understand. Thank you so much. Okay. When she was younger, she danced. As she got older, she aged very well, but she was not so comfortable. She didn't feel as beautiful. She didn't feel as attractive as she did when she was younger. So when she was younger, she danced. She did a lot of things that people probably wouldn't have thought she would have done. But as she aged, she wore more of drapey clothing and scarves, and she keeps showing me a scarf looped around her neck once, and it hung down on one side. So, I mean, she had particular ways of wearing these scarves, but they were very, very lightweight scarves. They were just beautiful, chiffony looking things. And she was very elegant. She was just very elegant and polite. And I want to say that I think she believed in astrology. She's pointing to the stars. She's like, the stars are so cool. The stars help me get along and get around. The stars, the stars. She almost reminds me of a very skinny Sylvia Browne. Matter of fact, she very much reminds me of Sylvia Browne. Her haircut would be the same. I almost wonder if she wasn't an astrologer as she got older. Did she have any pets? A cat. She had a cat. She had a string of cats, but it's not like she had a bunch of cats. She had a cat and then a cat and then a cat and then a cat. Can you take this woman? It's so weird because you asked for Sylvia Browne to be your guide. She just reminds me of Sylvia Browne, like a very thin. I don't know a whole lot about Sylvia Browne. I mean, I really don't. I've seen her on the bookshelves, but I don't think I've ever read any. Only because I felt it was very commercial, and that's just my own perception, right? I just know what her face looks like. So body type, she keeps going back to body type. No. She's really adamant about being a dancer. She puts her feet back into tap shoes. She's like, no, I danced. I wasn't. It's not Sylvia Browne. Nobody, right? Nobody? I can't say I've ever read any of her stuff. Dog is Dog's barking. Trigger. Nope. Some will come through for me. Glad others are getting readings. Okay. And she's gone. Yes, it's Buford. The other one is laying here like a good dog. Okay. We're going to set this woman off to the side, and we're going to switch gears just a little bit. So if you're still on here, give me a shout out so that I know you're here, because I'll be picking names and doing some different types of readings. I don't like having to set people off to the side. Here. Moving on, right? Moving on. Hey, Jennifer. Does anybody want a basset hound? Sam would pass out if he heard me say that. I'd be like, Lisa Dunn lost her mind. Okay, let's go with Coda Nielsen. Let's go with Coda Nielsen. See, I knew there was a bunch of people back in the background there. Hi, Ann Mac, you're new. Welcome. Coda Nielsen. Let me go back to your picture just so I can see your picture. Where'd it go? There it is. Well, that's an interesting image. Oh my God, that dog is killing me. 1 second. I'm going to go take care of my dog issue so he's not bothering me anymore. Just one of those things I can't take is a dark barking dog. I just cannot take a barking dog. Give you a twitch. Okay, Coda Nielsen, I want to talk about a past life. I want to go into your Akashic calls, and I want to talk about a lifetime of vision issues. And they really want to talk about this. They're like, this is super important. You've had some things in your life that are residual from a past life that they want to talk about your inability to see things clearly, your inability to pay attention to, oh, look, eyes wide open. Huh. No, I love the dogs. When I let that one bark, it just is. It's for the neighbors. The neighbors as annoyed as me. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody's like, wait, where the hell did she go? She shut off the camera. Yeah. Okay. So, Coda, this is about having blinders on, rose-colored glasses. This was the lifetime that I'm picking up that I'm going to describe for you. Is directly relevant to some of the things you've had happen in this life that you kind of go, what the hell happened? I don't understand why that's happening. It's a male past life. I get the number 38, so I know that this person passed around that time, which really wasn't that short of a life back in the time frame I'm seeing this from, because the surroundings for this particular lifetime are very primitive. They're more of what I would consider probably in, I'm going to say BC timeframes. BC timeframes. Could even be Egypt. It could even be Egypt, because I'm seeing almost like an eye for an eye kind of punishment. I feel like this person was somebody that was a worker for a higher energy in the area. You know, like they were definitely not higher up in the food chain, but this person actually had their eyes pokered. This person, I know, guys, sorry, this is how Akashic Records go. Sometimes you get like happy-go-lucky, grandma passed away in the arms of her family, and then you get guy did something bad and he got punished. And the reason I know that is because I'm seeing this very loose rag. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but just bear with me, okay? And I see this loose, dirty rag tied around this gentleman's head. I know that he was older. I know that he worked really hard in his life. He was more emaciated than he was fluffy, and he was very bent over and stooped. So to me, very little clothing on. The clothing that I see is basically rags, and I'm just going to venture and say that he was some sort of indentured servant or slave, and was pushed to work very, very hard daily. Okay. Whatever he did to receive this punishment was significant, because his value as a worker would have been greatly diminished to the point where they wouldn't feed him after that, because what was he going to do? He didn't have any other previous knowledge on how to do any other jobs. Sorry, but this plays into, in that lifetime, that total loss of sight that this gentleman had, the total loss of everything, by the way. It wasn't just he lost sight, he lost everything. I don't think he had a huge social life anyways, right? I don't know that he was married. I think he just work. And the loss of that eyesight in that lifetime was pretty much, I'm sorry to say, a death sentence for this gentleman. You're talking no antibiotics. You're talking about infection, inability to take care of themselves, inability to even know where they're going, because if something like that happens later on in life to anybody, it's a struggle, right? So the correlation between lifetimes, though, talks about, in that lifetime, he went through the struggle of, I'm blind. How do I survive? And he probably had to learn some new techniques, right? He had to learn to count a little bit of stepping and things like that. Why does this feel so sad? Because past lives, you guys, are not always sunshine and roses and unicorn farts. They're just not. They're lessons. That's what every single one of them is. Same today. Our life is a lesson. So you can look at this particular past lifetime and go, okay, so that loss of vision in that lifetime was definitely a deficit. And on the other side, you would go, how can I make up for that? What can I see deeper into the next lifetime? Or what am I going to miss? Hopefully I don't miss anything that I need to that's laid in front of my path, right? So your guides say, okay, you're going to have a lifetime. You're going to probably have really good eyesight or whatever. And you're going to be able to notice the subtleties that are going around you. And I think that you probably are more along the lines of a clairvoyant in this lifetime. I bet you have a really great imagination, daydream, mommy brain off in the middle of nowhere, that kind of thing. So when we have a challenge in one life, they try to balance it in another life with something different. And your guides are here going, okay, there's some things in this lifetime that I am and I do. Okay. There's some things in this lifetime you should be paying more attention to. Open your eyes just a little wider because you have them, is basically what they're saying. You have the ability to see and to see. So bring it together and create something different, because you're missing a big sign in your life. You're missing a big sign in your life. I hope that helps you, because I hope it gives you a little bit more awareness to go, what the hell am I missing? Am I picking up dimes? Am I, am I ignoring the little voice in my head? Am I avoiding my images that are coming across? All those things, because you've been blind in one life. Why do the same in this? Right? Okay. So don't forget, guys, like, follow, share. We're going to talk about Akashic halls for a while. And if you guys have a question about the halls, go ahead and put it over here, like a technical question. Look at me. I can answer technical questions too. A lot goes over your head. Yeah, don't let it though. Doesn't need to. So let's move on and see who else's reading we want to do in the halls. I would like to go with I know I'm sitting here like, I'm going to go with Donna Culverhouse. What in the world is that? I have no idea what that is. No experience in that at all. What in the heck was that? Oh my gosh, I don't know if that's somebody's job. So I'm going to start with this and just go. It'll come across as it comes across, because I ain't doing what that person's doing in a lifetime. Never. Okay, wait. If you have to eat, I suppose that's something, but my Lord have mercy. It was a monster. You're not a monster. You're not a monster. No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here going, no, what the hell are you doing? This is definitely taking me to, I'm going to say Africa, maybe Australia. It's hard. I can't tell yet. Red clay dirt. I definitely know there's red clay dirt. I know it's not on our continent. So let me spin a globe here and see where we land, because it's either Australia. It's you know what? I think I'm going to go with Australia. I'm going with Australia. Australia hands down has me at this point. And it's about the cliffs that they have out there, the plateaus they have out there. But yeah, it's absolutely Aboriginal. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. It's interesting. It's interesting. It has to do with ants. I'm so sorry. You never know where these things are going to take us, right? Because I'm sitting here going, what do we went? Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not messing with that big old nasty anthill over there. We're just not going to do it. And this person walks up and like pushes on the anthill, and a bunch of ants come out, and he collects them. I don't know if they're going to eat them. I have no idea what they're going to do with them. No idea. But do not collect the ants. Do not poke the ants. Do not poke on the anthill. And I'm watching this gentleman. I'm watching a lot of guys today. I'm watching this gentleman, like he tips it a little bit. He's trying not to destroy it, right? He's trying to not destroy the home of the ants. That's not his goal. He's actually very respectful and thankful, right? So he's pushing on this tall pillar of an anthill. And here's me. No. I've seen movies. This is how horror flicks start. We don't do this. But he pushes on it, and it creates a cat crack, and it upsets the inhabitants, and a bunch of them come out, and he's like gathering them somehow. And he takes off with them. I don't know what the heck he's doing with them. They're probably going to eat them. I don't know. I would assume food might be scarce in the terrain that I'm seeing. It's very barren. But I do see often that, and they're calling them sacred hills. So I know there's the sacred hills, the sacred plateaus. I don't know a whole lot about Australia. Off in the distance, and they remind me of Southwest plateaus, like out in Santa Fe. And I hear, I know what that is. Okay, I know what that is. That could go wrong very quickly, right? That's how horror flicks start. I do know what the sound is, though. I do know that sound. It's a didgeridoo. I know it. You cannot mistake the didgeridoo, can you? And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what is that buzz? What is that buzz? And it's the wah, 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 wah. It's the didgeridoo. And it's like did they use the didgeridoo for communications? I don't know. Was it like koalas? They were not. I don't see them eating koalas. We don't want to eat the koalas. You can't mistake the didgeridoo. It's really, really an interesting instrument. But I hear calls. I hear calls of them from all over, like distances. That is the weirdest thing. But I'm going to talk about it. Okay, we're going to talk about it. And somebody may look at this and look it up or something. I don't know. But I see in the pin, this is just the oddest thing. I believe this person was probably along the lines of a healer or a shaman. I'm going to go more with shaman, because indigenous populations had shamans. They're the oldest traditions on the planet. But what this person's doing with these ants is they eat the ants, but they also take the heads off. They only eat them. Get this, you guys. Get this. I don't even know this. Okay, so somebody, if you Google it, let me know. They eat the ants, but they're using the ants to they're large ants, and they're using them to they only collect the ants when they have somebody that's hurt, and they use them to pinch. They use them to pinch, what I'm talking about here? They use them to hold wounds closed, and they pinch the heads off, and then they eat the ants. Okay, I don't know if it's a delicacy. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I think they're using them as a first aid kind of thing. And they're red and black. The ants are red, and the poor insects. I have nightmares about these things. I'm not going to eat them though. But it's like they bite down and then they pop the head off of them. Sounds gruesome, I know. It's in a movie. What movie? But this is why he's raiding ant hills. Okay, so wait. Okay. So he gives me painting. He gives me body painting, and I'll show you what I see. It is dot. Wait, I can do this. Hold on. I'm trying to mirror what I see. So we have dots down the nose. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. None here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line, more dots, and lines in white. Very unique. He liked and subscribes, obviously. Angel's like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but we never know. A Tarzan movie. What Tarzan movie? Apocalypto. I don't think I've seen that. They used them as stitches. Are people Googling this? Because I'm sitting here going, the hell is going on? I don't know. You are what you eat. Ant-Man. This is how Ant-Man comes on. The Wasp had it much worse. Oh, Lisa, stop. Okay. I'm Googling it. They have face paint too. Now, I know that they have I absolutely know that the Aboriginal tribes had face paint. Aboriginal tribes are some of the oldest on the planet, only second to the very tip of South America, right? And their connections are quite divine. Have we established your clairaudience, Donna? Have we established your clairaudience? Army ants were used to hold wounds together. Are they red and black? Didgeridoos are made of white ants, which are actually termites. Wait, what? How? They're not red and black, not really. Okay. No, we haven't discussed clairaudience. That's what we're on. Okay. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm hearing, I have the clairaudient buzz going on when I know somebody's clairaudient. It's like a double buzz in my ears. And in that past lifetime, I hear the double buzz there as well. So I know that back in that lifetime, this person would have talked to spirit, and they're encouraging it to open up in this lifetime as well. And it's so funny because when I first started to read for you, when I first was, my guides were like, "No, read for Donna," and I for whatever reason, I heard the movie "Bang Your Head," and I'm like, "We're not," or the song, and I'm like, "We're not going to go into that." But I keep hearing it for some reason. I don't know why. And we're gonna drive a mad. I don't know why I'm hearing it, but I just hear it. But it was more of an auditory thing that I actually physically heard. So yeah, that's what we're doing, Angel. These are free. This is my fun time. This is my fun time. What about that? I'm trying to figure out what that has to do with anything. Cute sense of smell in that lifetime as well. Don't ask me why. But that person had a very, very acute sense of smell as well. Bye, Diana. Let's see. They are red and black. Are they red and black, really? That's cool. Isn't it amazing what you can pick up off of a past life? I'm just sitting here going, I'm not messing with the ants. I'm not doing it. Erin Kilmer. It's called Your Mirror. Everybody has it, and it's everything outside of them. You smell very well. I think you smell great. Okay. All right. So yes, they're really oh no, Angel. There's a bunch of people on Facebook. You're just not seeing I have a collective feed. So what you're seeing is just what's happening on YouTube, and there's a collective feed over on Facebook, and there's a lot of people interacting over there on My Mystical Life on Facebook. So you're just seeing the YouTube, the couple people that might be on YouTube. Yes, they're mean, and I'm not. No, I don't play with ants at all. I don't play with ants at all. I've stepped into fire ants and I had hundreds of them. I got so sick. I don't mess with ants. No, no boy, no. Don't play with them. So they want Donna. They really are. They are talking about pay more attention to the things you have going on around auditory around you. Oh yeah, I was fishing. I stepped into a huge loose dirt anthill of red ants, and I had something that just stuck my bobber down. It's probably a turtle, and I was more interested in that than I was what was going on at my feet. And then my feet started stinging, and I dropped my pole, whatever it was, took off with my pole, and as I jumped back to get out of that sand, I jumped into a whole bigger one, and oh man. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. There are huge army ant hills in Montana. My brother used to blow them up with M80s. Fireworks, yeah. Every house you live in, the ants come in. It's a family joke. Yeah, I'm not an ant fan. Adamant maybe, but not these kind. Okay. Let's go with Angel Fernandez Casas. You do get put in the corner occasionally, don't you, Aaron? I'm sorry, bud. It has to be PG-13. Lewiston, Montana. I didn't mind Montana so much. Santa Fe. Utah. Where are you in Utah? We want to go to Arches so bad. Aunt or aunt? Is Angel still here? Good, Donna. I hope that helps. Okay. You don't trust insects in the South, right? Utah as well, St. George. Hi, Tina Lipinski. Hi, how are you? We want to go to Utah, but I don't think we're going to make it before we have to go back home to Ohio. It's probably not. Okay, good. I need to know so bad. That's so funny. It was like, I'm so grounded right now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Before I start this, you guys, you live in Salt Lake, really? The mosquitoes just died out here in my hometown from the cold. Already. So you'll see right down here, it says 15-day free trial membership. We do have the membership on trial right now for 15 days. You guys can try it for free. All of the classes, 55, whatever, 60 odd classes in the membership that are already recorded for you to watch at your leisure. There's meditations, there's interviews, there's all sorts of stuff in the membership. And each week or each month, we do 4 live classes. We try to, unless Lisa's traveling with Sam. And then it's recorded. And then we have a bunch of other stuff we do. And we have so much cool stuff coming up here this month. I wouldn't miss it if I were you, just because I work really hard on it. And that's why I was saying that. Next Monday, we have the CE5 activation. So we're doing an energy activation with the commander of the Galactic Fleet, Ashtar. I'll be doing mediumship channeling and bringing him across, and we'll be doing an activation. And then what else do we have? We have so many things going on the rest of this month. Tomorrow, releasing negative emotions shamanic journey. That'll be released tomorrow morning. And then we have the Monday class, which is the CE5. The CE5 protocols is bringing in, it is asking for extraterrestrial energy to very peacefully come and communicate with us through visual craft identification, right? Happening across the planet, by the way, right? You guys, happening across the planet. I am Angel. I just have to do this real quick. What else do we have going on? Next week is Isis's practice. Oh, wait. Saturday is Aaron is in the intuitive, doing the intuitive. Wait a minute. Let me get my stuff together. It is movie night in the membership. Be there, be square. And he's going back to the intuitive series, right? Huge thank you for that recommendation, by the way. Specialist of the Strange. Hi. And then on the 15th, I'll be on SPTV. Don't ask me what time. I have no idea. All next week, we have crystal sales. So on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, we have crystal sales and clearances. Don't miss out. We won't bill until Sunday, which is the 19th. So we have a whole week of that going on. I'm not going to continue. Oh, wait, I will. On the 20th, we have Melanie Long's going to be on talking about interdimensional photography. Shut up, right? Oh, hi, Dakota. It's Dakota from Barragels. So we have interdimensional photography on the 20th, and then we have chat memberships coming up, spotlights coming up. Tanya Lee is going to be on the 27th talking about mastering the mirror, and then she's going to be doing a chat the next night, so we're going to continue on. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to where we were talking to Angel Casas, right? We're talking to Angel. And I know, Crystals, the clearance is going to be amazing. We're moving. I don't want to move 10,000 crystals again. I don't want to do it. I am striking. Let's strike. Okay, Angel. Ow, that hurt a lot. So I want to talk, Angel, about, and I'm sorry, guys, don't shoot the messenger. All right, we've already talked about an ant pusher. Okay, that we went into the ants. Not a big ant fan. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, because in the crystal sale, they're going to be like 20 to 70% off, some of them. So don't miss out, you guys. This is a young girl. And a lot of times in past lives, people don't live very long. So don't hold it against me. And the image that I'm given with this young girl is she's very prim, she's very proper, she's trying to be the perfect daughter. It's about public perception. Her parents must have money because it's about public perception. Be good, stand still, don't talk, have good posture, keep your chin up, smile, be pretty, wear the right dress, don't get dirty, don't go outside, don't go play, go with the nanny. It's bedtime, and you have to get up now. It's time to eat. Structure, 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 structure. Yes, this is for you, Angel. So much structure in this little girl's life. So much structure. I'm going to say that her clothes feel, feeding your addiction. Her clothes feel very fine, like silk or silk. They feel like silk. So they absolutely had an hand done lace. I hear you, Aunt Diana. And she's like a doll. She's like a doll. And it's really funny. My guides are like, this is how much she looked like a doll. They gave me an image from Interview with the Vampire when she come in, and she's like perfect every single time. I was a girl in another life. Oh my God. Oh, we go through lives that are male, female, male, female, male, female. We have to have that duality, right? You can't just have sex throughout all your lives. You have to have that duality. So this person, this young girl, she was very proud of her shoes. She had shoes that were very shiny, and I don't think everybody's shoes were super shiny, but hers were super shiny. Like they polished them. And it was important to her parents that everything was perfect. So she just had to be great, And I can tell you she lived in like a row house. I know that she lived in like, I'm not familiar with this. I mean, it looks like it reminds me of New York City, where the houses are like stacked, and they have the steps that go up, and there's like a door right there, and then there's a door next door to it. And it feels like, it feels like New York City. Everything's really dirty outside. That's like, don't go outside. Don't go outside. You got to stay pretty. You never know who's going to drop by. You got to stay pretty. I see there's questions over here. Click on the membership, see products, I think. When you click on the webpage, log in, go to login, and then the library. And the library will open up with classes, meditations, interviews, healing sessions, stuff like that. Okay. Back to this young girl. Well, and see, I'm describing, hey, Tanya. I'm describing this in depth because this is very much an outward appearance for her. Her inner self was like bleh, and her outward appearance was very composed. But she was a bundle of energy. It's much way easier. Her mind raced a million miles a minute, but she had to stay composed. And I actually feel like I hear spare the rod, spoil the child. So I'm sure that she had received some discipline in regard to this to behave. And the reason I'm going into so much depth on how perfect she was because the one time she decided to not be perfect, she suffered for it. It was like she ran out the house. She was upset. She was mad. Something didn't go the way she wanted it to go. And I'm not calling her spoiled at all. I call her very disciplined. But she ran out the door. She was very upset. She ran and she was trying to get into the park across the street. There was definitely a park across the street from her home. She runs down the steps, doesn't pay attention, and she runs right out into traffic. Now, by traffic, I am not talking about cars. I'm talking about horse-drawn traffic, okay? And what would have happened when she did this would have been mass chaos. It would have been, thank you so much, Aaron. It would have been scattered and mass chaos of being run over by hard wagon wheels, hooves that have metal on them, this horseshoes, and it would have been a very traumatic event that almost killed this young girl. I can tell you that her right leg was mangled, and that she never fully recovered from that limp. She had a limp from that. She did survive. But she lived under the umbrella of, if you had listened, if you'd been that child that we needed you to be, you would be fine. You would, and they hid her after this. They hid her because she wasn't perfect anymore. They couldn't show, it was socialite. It was, look at our perfect daughter. Not perfect anymore. Let's put her in the back room when people are here. So there was a huge degree of shame that went with this lifetime, of dependence, of I am never going to be anything. Her parents were like, now you've ruined yourself. Now look at you. You've ruined yourself now. Just go sit in the back room. If anybody comes over, you just go make yourself scarce. That kind of thing. I really feel like she survived, but did she thrive? No, I don't think she lived to be more than a couple years older than that. They gave me the number 14. I think she passed away before the age of 14. And it was more of a wasting away. And I kind of think there might have been some underlying infection that they didn't understand, because she just depression and health issues, and she just became gaunt, and she didn't eat, and she became thinner and thinner and thinner. She pretty much just wasted away. And so why go into the detail in this, right? Why have a life when they show us a lifetime that they want us to know right now? That's really what it's about. Our guides want us to know what's going on right now that this could correlate with. How can this particular past life be an enlightenment for what we're going through now? All right? How can this help us? And with this particular past lifetime, there's a lot of that tight stricture in there. And I think in your lifetime now, you're more of a, oh my gosh, I just need some space. I need some quiet. I need to be me. And you're much more of a freer spirit in this lifetime. Not that you don't still feel that I have to conform here and there, but I think you have your own drum that you march to. And I think that's great. And that's the ebb and flow of this past life, right? You lived a very short life, and there was a lot of trauma involved in that. And I have to tell you that the trauma wasn't just getting run over. The trauma was from parents that dressed a child up and treated it like a doll rather than a human being. They didn't really see her, right? They didn't see her. They saw the pretty clothes and the pretty hair and the nanny that took care of her, gave progress reports, made her sit still so she could be pretty, and they could auction her off at the highest. So they could auction her off to the highest bidder later on in life to create more social status. And that's not me angsting as a woman either. That's just something that comes out, right? So, angsting as a woman, it's funny. So that in this lifetime, it would be a lifetime where we need to feel that. We need to feel valued. We need to feel that we are worthy. And then once you understand how worthy you are, then you spread your wings and you become this beautiful thing. Do I do private readings? I do. Yes, you can find them at mymysticallife.com. I do a lot of Akashic work. I work in the Akashic halls a lot. Very comfortable in the halls. And thank you and welcome. Living on the Edge Intuitive. Thank you. We're horrible parents. But, Aaron, that was part of their lesson, though, right? As being horrible parents. They learned lessons in that lifetime, and they were there to create lessons for her. So it's like this big circle, right? Yes, we're all part of the divine, and we're so worthy. But nobody said it's easy. Nobody said it's easy. What else do I get from that lifetime? Really, it's just to spread your wings. It's to spread your wings for yourself. Thank you, Tanya. So at this point, we're going to talk. I'm just going to put this graphic up here, and I'll just throw a really quick thing out here that says we're going to Salem for Halloween. This wonderful group of people. We're going to go have a blast. We're going to have a whole day of mediumship and seance work and table tipping and crystal sales. And then the next morning, we're doing the same thing. And Harmonia Tarot over here, Tanya Lee, is going to have the morning to do her time with spirit in the morning on the Sunday. And then we're going to do costume contests and incredible giveaways, like super crazy, incredible giveaways. And then we're heading we're heading to Salem. And I want to show you really quickly that this is one of the giveaways we have. We have a lot of people giving things to give away. This is a lap quilt for Halloween. And then we have, where's the other one? Oh, here it is. And then this is the other thing we're giving away. Oh my good golly, right? That is an amethyst geode tower. Ooh, doggy. And guess what? There's only so many tickets that are available to be a participant and be in attendance there. So that the pool to win those are very small. Very small. Okay, moving on. But yes, you can find all that at mymysticallife.com. Moving on. It is a really pretty tower. It is really, really pretty. I'm not going to. It's in my office in Santa Fe. The easy one is one of very little learning. Oh, I'm so, yeah. Tanya, we just had my friend that's the Egyptologist is coming. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. We have a really great lineup of people that are going to be there. You're curious where the parents are now. Probably revolving in the soul circle somewhere, right? Hi, everybody. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell. If you're on Facebook, make sure you hit subscribe or like or whatever and do all that stuff. Okay. You got a mohawk now. He's prepping for Salem. He's working on his mohawk. You did it yourself? So I want to go, but not in the cards this time. It's okay. We're gonna be doing some different things. Sam and I want to travel with the camper that he backed into the barn, which I cannot. It's okay, honey. It's only 50 years old. It's older than we are backing into the barn, baby. Okay. You have a faux hawk. A faux hawk? Okay. Amber Allen. Amber Allen. Get my comfy cards out. Get my comfy cards out. Hi, new subscriber, Renata. Okay, Amber. It's a great card for you. You can definitely see Aaron in a mohawk. Okay, we have readers that are going to be there too in Salem, by the way. We have 4 readers that are going to be there. Nancy Bolyer's going to be there. Tanya Lee is going to be there reading, which is a very rare thing for Tanya to read in person. Laura Keating or Laura Berwick is going to be there, and Vicki McHale. Amber Allen, this is something you do not have enough of for yourself. Absolutely. I actually, some of your self-talk, I think, you have like this double-edged sword. Resonates with me a lot. In this lifetime, I'm a chthonic. I have my own personality. Oops. But you have. Gotcha, Angel. Absolutely understand that. I understand it, right? We're balancing stuff from life to life. Amber, I really kind of think that your self-talk is a double-edged sword. You need to transition a little bit of your talk more to I am instead of I'm hoping. Okay? You do a lot of that. I think you're like, I'm hoping that everything's going to go well, I think. And I would really love to see you give yourself some mercy, give yourself some love, man. Throw yourself some love and say, I have what I want, whether it is a new car, a new home, a house, health, whatever. Make sure you're manifesting it and pay attention to your verbiage, because I think some of your verbiage is doing you more hindrance than help. So pay attention to your verbiage. Everybody, this is a blanket statement. Everybody watch The Secret. Everybody watch The Secret. Watch The Secret again. Secret's important. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. I'm throwing stuff. Let us go with Kate Walker. Kate Walker. We're going to start pulling out some cards, you guys. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Next class you want to take is Akashic Records. Do we have a class in the you guys, do we have I should know this, right? Yes, S. Nixon. I do personal readings on mymysticallife.com. If you go to mymysticallife.com, you'll find my personal readings. Absolutely. I do Akashic Records, all sorts of stuff. You've always talked yourself down. Yep. Time. It is part of the lesson, Angel. Time to talk better to yourself, Amber. Just even if every day you put on Facebook one positive thought. Put it on Facebook. Okay. Who did I call? Shit. Hold on. Give me a second. I need a second. Kate Walker. That's who I call it. Kate Walker. I forgot someone. I forget. Kate, this is Kate's card right here. Kate, for whatever reason, I pick up flip that script. Yes. You're clairvoyant. Clairdynamic. I consider myself clairdynamic. It is clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant, empathic, which is the same, and clairaudient. Sometimes I get smells, which is okay, but then when you get the taste that goes with it, which is that clairgustance, it's not that. That's not my favorite clair. But so it's clairdynamic. Okay, yeah, a lot of us are. Okay, Lord have mercy, Lisa, quit forgetting what you're doing. Stay between the lines, Kate Walker. Kate Walker, I want to talk, and the cards are just a tool, right? The cards are a tool. They give you a word to leap from if you need one. But Kate, the one thing I want to talk about with you, though, is in addition to that, smells are not fun as a clair. No, I agree. Dynamic, right? Right, Tanya? We're dynamic. We don't have to be labeled. We can be dynamic and have as much as we want. Oh, Isis. Well, Isis hadn't told me whether she wanted to or yet or not, Erin. So that's kind of why I hadn't done that. And she was going to do a specific thing with us. So she hasn't decided as well as far as I know yet. So she just has to let me know. So I want to talk about, and first of all, are you still here? Are you still here? Let's do that first, right? Kate Walker, are you still here? So as I'm waiting for her to reply, because we do, yes, okay. Faith is a big struggle for lately in spirituality, in the universe, and myself. For whatever reason, you have a guide that wants to hand you like a purple wildflower. It looks like a purple daisy, kind of reminds me of an echinacea, but a smaller echinacea. And they're handing this, and they're like, okay, I understand the message. What a really cool message. You guys, like, you're the only one that can heal yourself. Nobody else can do that for you. Nobody else can do that. And anybody that says that they can heal, oh, this is a big deal. Okay. So going to a bunch of other people for information and healing, it's great, right? It's really interesting. It's really interesting. But our own best healer is ourselves. And they're like, why? If you, Kate, are a natural healer, by the way, as well, because you're a very good channel, you're a very good conduit for energy to come through, because you give yourself too much of a hard time. You say you're struggling, but that is where we learn, right? We learn within the storm. So don't think of it so much as a struggle as, okay, what do I have to learn from this? because this is laid here for me. I put this here for me. How do I work through this? And on the other end of this, what do I come away with? Because this is beautiful. The struggle is beautiful. It sucks. But it is also beautiful. So have some faith in yourself as a healer, and consider yourself the hollow bone, because that's what your guides call you, is the hollow bone. So with that, I also know that you've been a healer in many past lives in a shamanic level. You've worked with spirit so closely. Why doubt yourself now when people are needed on this planet to raise vibrations? Call yourself the hollow bone and the dynamic individual that can bring energies across and be a filter and a conduit for others. Because that's what makes your energy so beautiful. You have a gorgeous energy with tons of colors in it, tons of rainbows and tons of pinks. Love, but not enough for yourself. Not enough for yourself. Give yourself the grace. Abuelita, just go to if you just go to My Mystical Life, if you want to do the 15 days, you just go to mymysticallife.com, and there's a tab on the front page to sign up. Absolutely. So my grandpa used to tell me I was meant to be a healer or even a medicine woman. And she, as she put it, she was Native and very spiritual. So what I will tell you is, when I run across Native American lineage in people, you can tell it resonates in a specific way. As healers, a lot of them are, because they have such an in-tune beat to the planet, and not just Native Americans, but indigenous populations across the planet. Right? So find your drum beat, man. Find your drum beat. Wow, I'm still online. I am. I have committed myself this evening, Mr. Fry, if that's you. So find your drum beat. It's there. It's there, and it's beautiful. And by the way, it's going to be different from everybody else. I hope that helps you. Okay. All right. Jennifer Vaughn, are you still here? Oh, Jennifer. Oh, okay, fine. That was quick. I didn't even have to shuffle anymore. Like, here, take these cards. Jennifer, are you still here? It's going to suck if you're not. Okay. I don't know what the card is behind the card I have in my hand. What I do, you guys, I go through and I pull who my guides tell me to pull through for. So if you're just coming in, I scroll from the top to the bottom. If you've been here a while, I scroll from the top to the bottom. So I work with who my guides say. Good night, Renee Shalom. Love you, girl. Who they say to draw for. So this first card, I know this about you, Jennifer. I know this about you. And, well, you know, I'm dropping cards this evening, you guys. It's a tool, right? So the first card you have right here, Jennifer, is about a quest. Oh, man, you are always searching for something. You're always searching. And it feels like brick walls get slammed up in front of you every once in a while, and you get discouraged, and you're like, son of a monkey, what the heck? That's my PG-13, by the way. And it can be daunting. It can cause anxiety. And it can piss you off, right? What would a spiritual journey be without being pissed off every once in a while, or daunted, or depressed, defeated, feeling anxious and angry? It's just a couple things I pick up out of your energetic field. Almost as if you could just kick, and this is, I don't know why this is, they're like, you just kick the wall over and over and over and over and over again. Just sometimes. I just get that from you right now. Like, God, why can't this be easy? Why can't this flow? Why do I have to fight so hard for the information? Why do I feel alone? You guys are talking about that's part of your journey. I feel like you've lived in communities in past lives where you've been so supported and so in tune that this is that back up and let's learn moment. I don't even know what this card is yet, but we're going to move with it, right? What is it? Oh, beautiful card. Beautiful card. This makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. And I'm not, I'll read you what the card says. This is Jennifer Vaughn. Like, I fell and hurt myself. Ouchie, Vaughn. Oh, she's on multiple feeds. Okay. I'm going to read you the card. Reading based off the reading, what this says. Okay. It says, it is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom. Be the swan in the water and glide. I'm going to disregard the nature part of this. At this point in time, I don't think going outside and sitting in nature is going to do anything but piss you off and wonder why you're not getting the messages you feel like you should be getting and why you don't feel as grounded as you goddamn should feel, right? I'm still searching. I think I'm just going around in a circle. I kind of know what I want, but I need my guides on that. Okay. So I think this running around in nature is going to be more frustrating to you than anything else because you want the information. Here's the problem. You're missing the subtleties. You want the information. It's kind of like that commercial. It's my money and I want it now. Right? What's the deck? The deck is, I'll show you in a minute. I was like, whoa, I freaked out there for a second. So we have pink Jennifer Vaughn and then we have the Jennifer Vaughn and the Jennifer Vaughn. This is pink Jennifer Vaughn. I fell and hurt myself. Ouch, Jennifer Vaughn. I saw that post. Ow. It's time to rest, Jennifer. It is time to draw back a little bit and take the pressure off yourself. You know how much pressure you put on yourself? Holy crap. You put pressure on yourself and then you feel as if you're failing or your guides are failing you, which is really significant, right? We don't want to feel as if one more freaking person lets us down, let alone our guides. So take the pressure off yourself and just go, screw it, I don't want to do it right now. And we can do that. Well, the real Jennifer, please stand up. Please stand up. You know, I remember when Eminem was so totally offensive, like totally offensive. People were boycotting him. And now he's elevator music. I'm offended. I'm offended by that. Not by Eminem, but I'm old enough that it's elevator music now. I love Eminem. I'm offended by the fact that it's elevator music. I've heard it in the elevator. This is the deck of cards I'm using. Okay. Eminem. Eminem. Not M&M's. Eminem. Okay. Give yourself a break, girl. Give yourself a break. Moving on. Please stand up. Please stand up. Uh-oh, I'm going to get censored by Facebook. This is my favorite deck of cards, by the way, Tanya. The Magical Times Empowerment cards are by Jody Bergsma. And they really are, I'm not using them as much because I've been trying to venture out and do the tarot. By the way, you guys, if you're interested in a tarot class, Tanya Lee, Harmonia Tarot is an amazing class. There's several people in the membership that have taken her class. She gives you a good discount if you're in the membership. But just know that she is totally allowed to put her link on here at any time for her classes. Not just that class, but she has another class coming up called Mastering the Mirror and Working with the Multiverse is what she's going to be talking. I think that's such a cool name for a class. In the membership, she's doing a membership talk on the 28th called Parallel Universes and Exploring the Multiverse. Like, who doesn't want to take that class, right? And watch that. That's a discussion she's doing, actually. The class begins 9/29. Really? I'm going to try and get Sam signed up, but it's kind of hard just because we're traveling and getting moved and things. Highly recommend her class. Had a tarot deck for 30 years. I'm enjoying having a tarot deck now. Seriously, it's a big difference. Okay. Beat on the brat. Beat on the brat. Okay. Eminem. Two trailer park girls go around the outside. You never know, guys. You never know. Okay, you still can't stand Eminem. You know, I was horrified by him when I was younger, and now it's just funny. It's just funny. Okay, let's move on. Give me a shout out, you guys. Let me know where you're at. Tell me where you're from, so I know you're on here, just so that I can. That this is just me doing a gratuitous shout out to see where you guys are at. If who's still here, basically, is what it's for. So I don't have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Okay, and watch the feed go. Renata Pinheiro. Okay, Edmonton. We have a couple people from Edmonton, actually. Toledo, toodly-doo. California. New York. Okay. I'm from up north. Hemlock, Michigan. I camped in Hemlock. It was cold as all get out. Okay. I called a name. I did. I got to stay between the lines right here. Renata. Renata, why do I want to hand you a 4-leaf clover? I want to have a green thumb, which I don't. I have like the black thumb of death. It's horrible. Like Sam will not let me touch any plants. No, serious. Like I'm not allowed to touch them. But I want to take a 4-leaf clover that I grew and I want to give it to you. Whatever. I don't know. I feel like somebody from the other side that had a very green thumb is like saying hi. Like, here's a little bit of luck passed down from me to you. I also want to flash. I want to snap my fingers like, come on. Is it bad how that makes you go? The black thumb of death? No, it's bad. It's really bad. I actually think that something comes out of my skin, like a chemical in my skin kills plants. Honestly, like I've killed those purple wandering Jewy things. You could drop those on concrete and they'll live. Not in my house. No, Aaron going punk. Okay. This person would also been a finger snapper, Renata. They would have been somebody that wanted things. They were very, maybe they weren't a finger snapper, but they liked things done when they wanted it done. Like it is. Cindy Faye on, you will not regret that class. That is an amazing class. That is an amazing class. I mean, like I want to hire her to teach all of my classes. So Renata, this would have been somebody that when they wanted something done, they don't want it done 10 minutes from now. They want it done now. So be prepared when you come to work. When you be prepared to ask to be asked to be done, to do something, that it gets done right now. This would have been that kind of person. Let me banish this person. There we go. Let's get rid of them. And let's do that. Okay. They have now officially come to block us and send angels our way. And I have sent them away. You guys don't see me. It was on YouTube. There's somebody preaching. All right. Okay, does this sound like anybody you know, Renata? Where did Renata go? Oh, there she is. Does this sound like anybody you know? They would have been like, we're doing this right now. There's no delay. Their actual Facebook pages, the angels are coming for you and your demons. Oh my God. Lord of mercy. No, nobody you can think of right now. Okay, that's fine. No, that's totally fine. Oh gosh, here's the thing. I really kind of think that after thinking about this for a little bit, and I'm not saying I'm right in any way, but I think of after thinking about this for a while, you might go, oh, maybe that was so and so. If you do that, that was so and so. Because as I read, I don't know who that is right now. I kind of got like a baseball bat to the back of the head, like, ugh, a little bit of frustration, like just a little bit of frustration, not from me, but from whoever I'm talking about. And they're just like, she'll get it. She'll get it. Doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. And you may be talking about this with somebody else, and they're like, oh my gosh. And I'll tell you the story of there was a really incredible reader in an audience, and he sat down with a girl, and he says, I'm Aaron. Do you know anybody named Aaron? Who do you know named Aaron? And the lady was sitting there, and she goes, I don't know anybody named Aaron. And she's sitting next to her sister, and her sister's looking at her like, you're crazy. And the guy's like, no, they're trying to give me this validation and say, Aaron, do you know an Aaron? Do you know an Aaron? And this lady's like, I don't know an Aaron. I don't know what, I don't. And this is how it works. It really, really does work this way, you guys. Sometimes it does. And her sister sits next to her, and she breaks, and she goes, hey, your name is Aaron. And she went, oh yeah, I've seen this happen. And it's funny as all get out, because I know, Aaron, you're right here. Because we get mind blank. We get mind blank because we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves. It's okay. It cracks me up. So we'll move on. We'll find something else. We'll move on. Let's move on. Okay. No, I'm going to stick with this. I didn't see Irene. Where's Irene? Oh, there we are. Okay. I can't get two trailer park girls going around the outside out of my head. Oh shoot, here we go. Okay, Renata. What's the other one? So I love these cards. I really love these cards. They always want to convey the most positive messages that you can receive. And what you God love, what you need in that moment. Julie Sandeman, you're next. What you need in that moment, okay? And this is being laid at your doorstep. This is being laid at your doorstep. Happiness is being laid directly in front of you. The question is, are you awake? And I can't stand that word. I'm not saying are you like awoke. Are you looking closely enough to recognize it? Happiness looks different to each individual person, right? Happiness to me is home. That's what we're manifesting, right? Home. Happiness to other people may be a beautiful new car, or running a rescue, or becoming parents. Everybody has a different version of what makes them happy right now. I understand. Thank you. Because I think what used to make you happy come on, camera, work with me. What used to make you happy has changed and shifted and morphed. And you're not finding joy in some of the things that you do as a daily routine now, because It's a routine. It's not the things you do to make yourself happy. It is just part of, this is what we're doing, right? And you just don't feel that anymore. So kind of look at that. Look about around you and see what makes you happy. And if it doesn't serve you anymore, then don't do it. What is the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. If you expect the same thing every day to make you happy and it's not, what makes that change? The only thing that can change that is you. Because that sense of happiness affects everything in life. Every single thing is affected by your mood. You know that? Your mood affects everything. If you're in a piss poor mood when you get up out of bed, you knock over the water, you've ruined a cell phone, the cat crapped on the carpet or whatever. That's a really bad. I'm not even paying attention over here, Aaron. I trust you. Whatever that starts our day like that, then what happens? It cascades, right? But if you start your day beautifully and you look out the window and you, oh my gosh, the sunrise, or if you're like me and allergic to the sunrise, I sleep a little bit more because I'm a princess. Well, Sam says I'm the queen, but really I think I'm a princess. Start your day on that note, and all of a sudden everything falls into alignment. Right? We need to focus on the things that make us happy to create the change that is going to bring in the things you want in life. Because I feel like there's some things you want and you're going, oh, but it's just outside my grasp. Is Isis here? It's just outside my grasp. How do I do that? It's just outside my grasp. I want that, but don't live in that space over there. Okay, I have to watch what I say because sometimes some things I say get run out into out into the field. So change some of the things you're thinking about. Notice what makes you happy, what doesn't serve you anymore, what's not making you happy anymore, and change it to bring in the things you want. Because we can want things all day long. We want them all day long. But if we're living over there with, I want that but, drop the but, and things will change for you. Find the things that are not serving you and change that first. And then drop the but. It should be a song, but it's not. Okay, moving on. Got to get this deck, kind of in love with them. I love them. I've had them for several years now, and they're really a great deck of cards. They have such great messages. I hope that helps, Renata. Your husband calls you his Caribbean queen. Love it, right? Isn't it great to feel appreciated? I know, Aaron. I was watching what I was saying. Drive it like it's hot. Okay. Isis is your Nubian goddess. I love that. Yeah, the artwork is really quite beautiful in these. Really quite beautiful. She's the one that does the spirit of spirit animal. I can't remember what it's called. Art of the spirit animal, something like that too. All right, moving on. Who did I say was next? Julie Sandeman. Julie. We shall switch decks. Hi, how are you? How are you, Julie? Are you having a good day? Oh, there's a card. Spirit Song deck, write that one. Spirit Song. Those are mystical times, but is it the Spirit Song? Oh, there's another two. Okay, well, we'll go with those. Bring on the humor. We always have something to laugh about, don't we? I'm wonderful. That's our patent answer. If anybody asks you how you're doing, nobody wants to hear. They don't. I don't care how many times I tell you, tell me everything. They don't want to hear it all, right? Because we're trying to lift everybody's energy. So we're always, what are we, you guys? If you took our class, intuitive development, what are we always? What are we always? Upright tonight? Okay. What are we always? We have to be uplifting. We are uplifting individuals. Right on, right on. We are wonderful. We are wonderful. Somebody asks you how you are. I'm wonderful. How are you? And a lot of times people don't expect it. Do they? They don't expect it. They're like, wait, what? I'm wonderful. And you smile and people go, I don't even understand what's going on right now. I'm so scared. Good. If this is your first time here, you guys, welcome to the jungle. Okay. This is for Julie. This is for Julie. At first we had a big bang and then there was gases. Okay. Julie, this is I'm just looking. So hold please, conference call. Okay. Welcome to the jungle. We're here every day. Lord. Okay, Julie. Lisa's getting silly. She's into her second hour. How often do you guys see me go on in the evening for multiple hours anymore? And I kind of miss that. And we'll get situated. There's going to be a lot of barn time coming as well, by the way. I might even be doing barn readings. All right, bring the tarot cards out. You mean Axel? Out to the barn and read with Clem. Clem will be like, crazy woman. I'm so happy you're home, lady, though. I've missed you. That's what I want to hear from him. But most of the times I hear from the horse, where's my grain? You know, don't come to the barn without my grain. Anyways, Julie. I know, doesn't barn reading sound fun? We're going to be teaching animal communication at the house. We'll be using our horses to teach animal communication as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So, Julie, I want to talk about your commitment to control issues, girl. I want to talk about your commitment to making sure everything's like this. Okay. I want to talk about things that you're not, they're just a little bit rigid, a little bit right here. You need to go with the flow just a little bit more. There's some things. I know. Horse tarot, can we make it a thing? Oh, we absolutely can. We can make horse tarot a thing. There is no more grounded you can get than picking up horse poop. I guarantee it. Oh, wait, yes, there is. But no, we're not going to go there. Okay. So, Julie, it's time to let go of some things that you've been holding on to. I think there's some things that in your past have brought about this, I need things done this way because if not, I could get hurt. If not, I could be treated a certain way, or I could be manipulated, or I could be abused. I could be a million different things. And I think you play these out in your head because of past things that have happened to you. So, you know, it's time to maybe, Kaylee Cooley, what's up? Why are you dead? What's going on? No, no, I can't do this. It's not a funny joke. Okay. It's not a funny joke. All right. We're not doing that. It's time to review what you've been holding on to and let it go. So think of this as a degree of shadow work and healing that you need to do. And it's really this next card is really interesting following up on this, because we want to know, okay, well, why do that healing? What comes up after that, right? What do I get from doing healing? And a lot of people struggle with this because like, is it even worth it? I mean, do I want to go over old injuries and old issues and old pain? But what do I get out of this? Come on, camera, work with me here. The camera's being a pain in the butt tonight. Because once you start to let go, using horse poo as grounding technique, no, there's nothing more grounding than picking up horse poop. Unless maybe it's sticking your hand in chicken poop. That's like does the other thing. Okay, it takes me way out of grounded. I don't like chickens. So here, releasing all of these old issues, these old pains that are keeping you, that are running scenarios for you, right? They're just old shit. We have it. We run with old issues. That is what we sometimes feel like form us, right? But it doesn't for you. You're actually a very, very evolved thinker when it comes to this. So then we have this, and this is what happens. We release our fears. We start to move forward. We start down that winding path that you see running out the back there to the mountains. We have an understanding of what we want to move forward, how we want to move forward, and who we want to do it with. Because we have gone back and we've assessed some of the things that we run ranch on, that we try to make sure that we have control. Emotional control is a big deal, right? That emotional control. And where do we want to be? What do we want to have happen? Horse poop, trust me. I've shoveled my stuff in this. What do we want to have happen? We want to make decisions. We want to make decisions in this lifetime that are good, right? We want to make sure we're safe. But we also want to have a light energy about it. We don't want to be super serious. We want to do our healing, and we want to have enjoyment in how we can move forward. But we want to do it with thought. Now, this is what I'm going to say about this. As you're looking forward and you're moving towards what you think is the perfect situation for you, do it joyfully. You've done this. And I know that you've already worked on yourself, right? You've already been working on yourself. You're a work in progress. Your energy is expanding all the time. You're constantly letting go and seeing the possibilities, working for new things and seeing scenarios that other people really can't see. Now, where you run into a problem, though, is overanalyzing stuff and maybe thinking about situations a little bit too much. So let all that go and just be a little bit more curious, a little bit more joyful, and move forward in a lighthearted way instead of analyzing things. I think you do that every once in a while, right? Stop overanalyzing stuff. Analysis paralysis due to old patterns. It's time to let go. Don't have to have control. Don't have to have control of every situation. Okay. I'm going to do one more. Oh, no, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? Scratch. We're going to do Tanya's pick a number evening. That was fun. Going with the flow with the tarot. Where did I learn all that? How did I do, Teach? I do. Was that okay? I'm trying to keep it integrated within what I'm doing. And so people that are on the feed more often, I use the tarot with, because even if I don't read from all the time, I'm familiar with their energy. I want to make sure that I'm always dropping them, truth bombs. Yes, we're going to do a pick a card. We're going to do a pick a card. Pick a card, pick a card. Okay. I loved that. It was so much fun. Oh, we can't because now I've seen this. Okay. Pick a card. We're not going to go with these because Lisa's just stress shuffling. Okay. We'll go with these. Okay. Very inspiring. Thank you, Gala, because I laid on the couch under a blankie all day and just went with that. I have things to do too. I really do. I went, I'll do them Friday. I'll do them in the 11th hour on Saturday. Okay, we're going to do pick a card. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Hold, please. Pick a card right there. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait, let me get rid of this thingy. How do I get rid of that? Okay. We have 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Pick a card. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. And I'll let the... This is so much fun. Tanya was like, hey, you should try that. Oh, I love it. I try not to do it too much, though. 1, 2, or 3. Don't forget your number. 1, 2, 3. Well, I thought I got that to go away. I guess I didn't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I got thrown out of dance class. I tried to do it. My mom put me in dance because I was a fat kid. And she put me in ballet and tap and jazz. They put me out. 1, 2, 3. I couldn't. I had no rhythm. None. Can I show them again? 1, 2, 3. Ow. 1, 2, 3. I'm not set up for this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, see, I touched something. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I really sucked. Okay. Ready? All in, all done? Everybody pick a card. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. The dog is whining. No worries, Julie. Okay, ready? 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 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't have any crystals here, Tanya. I should, though, right? Next time, put 3 different crystals on top. Yeah, good idea. I just don't have any here. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be someplace else. But here I am, because I'm an adult. Adulting at its finest. 1. 1. 1. The number 1 card is all about your personal strength, right? Next time, not now. Yeah, next time we'll do that. There's so many of us that don't realize how powerful we are. Okay, card. Oh, there we go. Camera. There's so many of us that don't realize how powerful we are. How we have come here to be powerful. We didn't come here to cower in a corner. We didn't, well, maybe some of us did, because maybe that's part of our lesson. But we are supposed to feel our personal center, our personal power somewhere along the lines. That's part of the lesson, right? To grow beyond the limitations that we've put in front of ourselves so that we can grow and evolve. So when I say grow into your personal power, centering. Make sure that you are paying attention to centering. Incredibly important. You know, one of the when I first started, it was all about grounding and protecting, right? Everything was grounding and protecting. And they would go, okay, center like this. And it would say, you spend all this time doing this, but then this is centering. And I was like, okay, because that's what I was told. And then I got beat with a baseball bat by Archangel Metatron about it. Not really, but that was part of my 2x4 therapy, was centering. And it's really important. And that's where we find our strength. That's where we find our silence, and we find the strength of our soul. If you're in the membership, you guys, go listen to the centering meditations, because they're all guided by Archangel Metatron, and they're amazing. And he is on point. Of course he is. Lion sakes alive really helps. It does. It does, right? When you can, and here's the thing. Here's what I find amazing about it. It's right there. Your center's right there. it is, once you know the feeling of that silence in the soul and that center, you don't forget it. You don't forget it. And then it becomes easier to get a hold of it again. So I love it. I didn't put a lot of attention to it until Metatron started talking to me about it. Night, Diana, sending love and light to that baby, right? We talked about this evening. This is number 2, creation. Everything you think shapes your future. This is about manifestation. Everything you think and you put into words brings about energy, not creates it, because energy can't be created or destroyed, right? It just attracts it to you. So make sure that when you are working to bring things to you, that you're doing it with knowledge that this is what you want and this is how you're going to get it, and you're going to be positive about every aspect of it, not just putting it on a board and smiling at it. You have to be happy about it. You have to feel as if it's already happened, and you have to be able to visualize it. Creation. Number 2, you are your own creator. Number 3, whatever. Look at me. Whatever. Knowledge is power. Manifestation. You have your personal soul strength where you find that silence in your soul. And number 1, you have number 2 at creation of you are your own creator. And number 3 is what? Manifestations. Your dreams, your visions, your thoughts, your actions are untold energy. Untold energy. You can't make this up. This is a random draw, right? Camera, pay attention. So every one of these cards takes you to where you want to be. Now, the question is, are you taking yourself where you want to be? Or are you sabotaging yourself by little words, little thoughts, negative self-talk, but the bills, but the money? Sam and I, when we watched The Secret the other day, we did it again. We said, okay, we want money to come in for no reason whatsoever. We just want people to tell us they want to give us money. And it happens. It happens. We got here, and the Pawnee Nation said, we want to buy your trailer. And I said, okay, I didn't have it for sale, but all right. Not the camper, but a lawn trailer we had. So they did. And then a lady walked over and said, hey, you want to sell all your furniture in the house instead of moving? I went, sure do. Sure do. Manifest. And yeah, and then we went to go get our equipment from the garage across the street just to pack it away and send it to Ohio. And she goes, would you like to sell that? Here's money for the generator and the road till, so you don't have to pack it. So manifest money, manifest what you need, not what you need, what you want. And it pops up. Positive about it. Every one of those cards was about how you create your own life. It's amazing. And with that, wait here. I did over 2 hours tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Yes, I've seen this joke. No, it was a personal for me, you guys, just because I feel like I've been slacking. I've only been doing coffee chats generally in the morning, and I really enjoy being on in the evening, but life gets in the way, and the membership, we always have something going on in the evening. So I need to make sure I'm going to, once we get arranged, settled in Ohio, because that's where we're going home, Lima. I will be setting up set times that I will be on. It'll happen. Someday my events will come. Okay. I know, right? When do you want to do that? Anyone do that? I'm all in, Tanya. And then there's Sam. I cannot tell you guys how much fun he's having at the tractor. He's like, I get to bale hay tomorrow. And I'm like, here's me. Oh, I hate throwing hay. He's like, I get to go bale hay tomorrow. I'm like, that's awesome. And they had the goats delivered today. And he's like, they're really nice goats. And I said, good. He put them in the barn because the coyotes, I guess we have a coyote problem right now, which concerns me because normally I wouldn't be worried because of you have a Great Dane in the yard, not much going to walk in the yard. But Buford is not in a position to be able to fight back very well. So we're going to have to fence our whole yard in to, and I don't know. You saw Willie and Wayne and Lima? Really? How cool would that have been? Oh, we're doing it in October. You got to pick a time for your channel. I'll be there. Okay. Yeah, if we talked about that, then yeah, I remember that. Okay. Anyhow, that was the dog telling me that he is ready to go potty and human allow me outside. So I'm going to go do that. Highland. Yeah, we're just wrapping up. All right, guys, I'm out. I appreciate everybody being here. It's been a lot of fun. And we have sales starting next week. Make sure you go to Our Mystical Crystals and find the events so you can get alerts. You don't want to miss them because 20 to 70% off on crystals. All right, y'all. Thank you, guys. Love you bunches. Everybody have a great evening. Find love, find light, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And I can't wait to be in Ohio because there's so many people that live in that area. We are going to have so much fun. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.